Overseas Filipino workers who are returning to the Philippines should also be among the list of travelers enjoying shorter quarantine periods imposed by the Interagency Task Force or IATF. This is the announcement made by the Department of Labor and Employment. Stay tuned and watch the video to know more. Welcome to DenZ TV. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you receive updates as they are posted. Labor and Employment Secretary Silvestre Bello III issued a statement amid a proposal in the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases or IATF to reduce the quarantine period for investors. The call to give OFWs a similar consideration was aired during the Senate hearing on the National Vaccination Program. Senate President Vicente Soto III said he had received many reports from OFWs who rushed home not just for leisure but also for urgent business, and that to use up all their scarce vacation time for quarantine is just not fair. Secretary Bello emphasized that if there are moves to require fewer days in quarantine for investors, it should also apply for OFWs due to their big investment, which are worth billions to the Philippine economy. On Tuesday, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas reported that despite having been badly hit by the pandemic in their host countries, OFWs sent home $2.3 billion in remittances in April, a 12.7% increase over April 2020 and marking the strongest year-on-year growth in almost 5 years. The strong April remittance growth pushed the total money sent by Filipino migrant workers in the first 4 months of the year to $9.9 billion. This is 4.8% higher than the $9.4 billion remittance inflows to the country in the same period last year. Secretary Bello explained that the current 7-day rule before inbound travelers can be tested for COVID-19 is already too taxing for OFWs who have limited time to stay in the country. Under such scheme, he said OFWs could spend as long as 10 days in government quarantine facilities. Bello said he is proposing to restore the previous protocol wherein OFWs will be immediately tested upon their arrival in the Philippines. Once tested negative for COVID-19, they should be allowed to go home. This is exactly the same protocol implemented by the provincial government of Cebu through Executive Order No. 17 of Governor Gwen Garcia. So basically, Secretary Bello is proposing to expand the Swab upon arrival policy of Cebu Province to the entire Philippines for OFWs. Bello said he is confident that the IATF will consider his proposal, especially due to the reported low infection rate among OFWs. He noted that of the 580,000 OFWs who were repatriated, less than 1% were infected with COVID-19. So the spread of the virus should not be attributed to OFWs, and that this is the only time we will be able to pay back our modern heroes. Thank you so much for watching. If you find the content of this channel valuable, remember to subscribe. Feel free to check out the other videos as well.